Just do it. Can you hear me, Cocker?
Loud and clear. Wigan calling.
Hey!
Build me a Kermit.
Every day I get that. Every day of my life. I only make them and photograph them because I enjoy saying no to people.
Man, that's going to be your tombstone, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was a lovely bloke, but he won't build me a Kermit. So they'll say.
They won't put lovely bloke either if they knew me properly. Had the social media's been around when I started, I'd have been like a kid in a candy shop, really.
There's so much more opportunities, and I think you can take control of it now. And I think
there's no excuse. People said to me, "How do I get into it?" I said, "Just do it." There's no, you can literally make your own stuff now in your pocket with the phone. That's better quality than some of our cameras, really.
At what point did you start to think of it more than just an interest and a passion, and think this could be something that I could do for a living?
When I first started, I thought that. When I was a little kid, I always thought that. When I was about 4, I was asked what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I said puppeteer. When my schoolmates were saying footballer and all that other nonsense, I said puppeteer, and they just sort of bewildered by the answer, really. And I always knew it was going to be a job more than a hobby, but I didn't. Beyond that, I just knew it would. I knew it would happen.
And was there any points where that wavered as you were through your teenage years?
Never.
And you think
it was always a source of amusement because people would take the mick, but I quite liked it because I was earning like reasonable money then, doing kids shows and that at weekends and stuff. Much more pocket money than the people my schoolmates were getting and what have you. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. I put no effort into school. I didn't do any revision. I didn't do any homework. I didn't do any PE. I just plodded. I just glid through life. Glid a word. Is glid a word?
You can tell school paid off, can't you?
It really worked for me. I glid through school doing no effort, but I got on with all the teachers well, and I never was in any trouble. I just always told them that I'm a puppeteer. I don't need PE.
Where do you think that comes from, though? Is that self-belief, or is
it's
that
blind stupidity? I think probably.
Because obviously it came from a young age, though, so that some of that must have come from parents and people around you who.
No, it didn't. You know, it didn't really. They both worked in factories. My mum and dad, and my mum worked behind a bar and what have you.
Did you ever have like one of those Billy Elliot moments where your dad sat you down in the kitchen, said, "Look, Phil, we've got to get your act together.
Get them ballet shoes off and get a puppet on." No, never happened. No, my dad was good. He helped me build a booth when I first started. He built me a puppet stage. So they was always supportive. I mean, they weren't pushy or anything, but they weren't dismissive either. They more or less just let me go, do whatever you want. So when I first started, I was also really good at it. I never practiced to be good at it. I was good at it straight away. I never did it. I never learned how to do what I do. I just do it. I've always done it.
We were very lucky that Sesame Street was on every day on Channel 4 kind of thing. So we got that from a very early age.
Yeah. I think you do learn it by osmosis, but I never watched it in a studying way. And I was a massive fan of Rod and Emu, and I still think Rod Hull is the best puppeteer I've ever seen. He's so good at it, but he's never lauded in the way that he should be because he's really good at making that thing look like a separate entity. He would often injure himself, or he'd bang his head on the set and come out concussed or something. But the brilliance of the man was he was fearless, and that is what you need to be as a performer. I'm a fearless performer. When I'm doing hacker stuff, I'm not restricted. I'm not what's the word? I think it is fearless. I just attack it in an emu way, really. Also, even these days, you don't even reference the fact that it's a dog anymore. It's just an entity. Because originally, when we had him, he would bark and he would fetch sticks and this, that, and the other. But now he doesn't do anything that's relevant to him being a dog. Yes.
Gluvets, YouTube sensation.
That's right. I've done Gluvets since I was 11. I started the company when I was 11. And that name, and again, it's a funny one because in these days you wouldn't make that name up. It's too it's obvious what it is. But back then there was no internet or anything. It was just a thing that I did to do puppet shows locally.
And was there any points with the kind of early Glovet years where you thought this is too hard or this isn't going to work? Or
no, never. I've never thought that. That's Hacker there running off. No, I never thought that. It was hard work. Don't get me wrong, it was hard. I would do 2,000 miles a week, trundling up and down the country, doing a holiday camp every night, then going back up to do it again. It was graft, and It knackers your back and this, that, and the other, but better than working down the pit, isn't it, or something? Get out! Go on, bugger off. So, oh no, the ring light's come out. It's going back. Don't put this in, Lee.
I found with my videos, there's an overwhelming desire to cringe, and I hate them for about 6 months after I make them. Then in about a year's time, sometimes 2 years, I'll watch it back, and there's such a disassociation. I don't even think I made it, and I'll watch it and I'll find it funny and go, oh, that's good, and that kind of thing. So time for me disconnects, then I can objectively view it. Are you the same? If you rewatch Hacker Time now, do you?
Straight away. I love them straight away.
That's gold.
All the time. Because I never do a bad video, I don't think. I only ever watch stuff with me in anyway, with Hacker in. I literally love it. Because it isn't me.
The fact that with Hacker, it's done, you can move wherever. Whereas I guess with the Instagram stuff, you can almost overly strive for perfection.
Yeah.
Because you're.
But I never do. I'm not a perfectionist at all, me. I always ever do one take generally, and I don't ever do reshoots. If I've forgotten to film a bit for it, something, I'll just make it work with what I've got. I'll never go back in to finish it. The beauty of my characters is because they're also one-dimensional, and they've all got a catchphrase. You've sort of already got an in, really. And because I post them on Instagram and TikTok quite regularly, my followers or people who watch my content already know the characters. They're as valid as TV personalities to them.
But I think yours are more than kind of one-dimensional. I think they're one-dimensional from a catchphrase, but I also think with your characters, there's this underlying insecurity and paranoia. So there's always like a weird tension between them, isn't there? And this is always like an uncomfortableness that they'll say the catchphrase, but there's always something going on under it, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So
what I like about them is they're all self-aware. I know it's a load of crap. People watching it know the puppets themselves know it's a load of crap, and they know it's just padding. Also, failure is funny, I think, and that's why Hacker works so well, because Hacker's never won a BAFTA, even though he's been nominated for 8. I've been nominated for BAFTAs, never won anything, but Hacker wouldn't be as good if he won stuff. It's better that he is angry about not winning. Failure is funny, and success isn't.
There a puppet that you created that you first went, that's brilliant, that where suddenly you went, I've got this?
Labrat was the first one that I created that became an actual character, I think.
Yeah, it was when you said to me that original had teeth that we could never see.
There's little tiny teeth there, yeah.
He's in good shape, isn't he?
Yeah, he's done well. He's lasted quite well, really. His body is made out of a Coca-Cola bottle. He's got more visible teeth. I don't know why the teeth were so little on the other one. I don't know what I was thinking. It was just, there was no real thought to the puppet, other than when I got the costume on him and he became what he became.
Wow, hi Lee Thompson. Nice to see you, Lab Rat here. You may remember me from the old YouTube days.
The YouTube sensation that you were, Lab Rat.
Yeah, I think I might be one time in the future if I get my body back. Why have you not finished the body? You started this about a year ago.
So I try to do the most chirpy, happy stuff. Like, I always think the puppet should be a bit annoyed about something.
All mine are annoyed. All mine, because I'm annoyed all the time. All my characters.
But it's more interesting because you don't want someone to come on all happy, kind of thing. Because that, if anything, is irritating, and it's what you expect from a puppet. So I think playing against type.
Well, you'll notice none of mine are happy unless it's ironic or unless they're not well. Arthur's alcoholic. Pistain can't do a joke. Will's got emphysema. Derek's obsessed with owls. An obsession for a puppet is always a good thing.
I think that's also a big part of your performance. And when people say about put a bit of yourself into it, I don't think it's the alcoholic messing themselves bit.
or is it?
Or exactly. There's not anybody else doing kind of Wigan puppets with, because your characters have that nostalgic feel to them as well. You know, that sense, and it's basically in the same way Peter Kay does it, and those kind of type of comedians. And I think that's the bit you put into it. All your characters are based up north. They're all in that kind of Wigan area where there's Wigan experiences, and they all feel a little bit like the 60s and 70s characters.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Nice
That's what I like, you see. When you first start out, I don't know if you did this, Certainly I did. All my characters had American accents when I first started in my...
That's what you copy what you're seeing, yeah.
Because you just do... Well, basically, I used to think, well, if you're travelling as well, up and down the country, everyone can understand that because everyone's grown up with that American accent.
I think there's some... I think Northern, Scottish, Irish, there's something nice. Geordie, you know, it's
I do that one spot, yeah, on telly. Well, I'm a big fan of all Northern comics. I can't think of any Southern comics I'm a fan of particularly. Really, I like all. It's my influences are Stuart Lee and.
Stuart Lee was the first to do that, where he would let something go wrong on stage and just stand there and sulk for a while.
Yeah.
And obviously he was, I think, again, the first comedian that did that thing with it's going wrong to blame the audience. Just
failure is funny. Failure is funny. You can't. Success is never funny.
What advice? I guess, would you give to somebody who sees bits of your performance and says, yes, I want to be like that Phil guy. I want to wear those shirts. I want this type of, I guess, life.
I would advise anyone who wants to do puppetry or get into entertainment just to do it. There's no excuse these days not to. You've all got a mobile phone. You can get a puppet, make a puppet. Just use your hand. If you want to practice lip sync, you don't even need a puppet. You just do it with your hand. Lip sync to your favourite songs. Film it. Always film it and watch it back and keep an eye on it. Yeah, just do it. There's no excuse not to do it.
As Nike said, just do it. Hello there.
Hello, who are you?
Oh, I'm Grandpa. I'm on this internet thing. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, which is surprising, because I don't have any ears. My name is Pistain. It's lovely to see you, Grandpa.
Are you in there? Are you in the box?
Yes, I'm in the box. Yes, I'm in the box, Grandpa. Yes, I climbed in through the charging entrance, and I clambered right up to the screen here.
That was good.
How was that? Gold.
Good. Share, whatever.
Cheers, Cocker. I don't know how to end this. Will you do it?
I'll do it. Don't you worry. Thank you, buddy. You take care, and we'll meet again.
You too, Cocker. Keep me posted.
Bye.
If you've made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Please do subscribe to see more puppetry related fun.